Hey, I'm here now with Professor Celestine Iwendi, an engineering professor right here in Sweden. He's been in Sweden for quite a while now. Prof, can you talk to us? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, like you said, I've been in Sweden for more than 17 years.
17
And
years.
from here in Sweden, I had two master's degree.
Wow.
After my master's in Nigeria.
Okay.
Before I went to UK for my PhD.
Okay.
Currently, I'm an associate professor in China. My
Okay.
family still maintains our residence in Sweden.
Okay.
So we've been here trying to make things happen, especially for the Nigerian community.
Oh, great. We will get to that shortly. Talk to us. What initially prompted you leaving Nigeria to do your PhD?
Yeah, the time we came, 2002, to Sweden, the Nigerians were not interested in Sweden. In fact, there was a time I came back at the airport and Nigerian immigration were like, "Where are you coming from?" I said, "Sweden." They were like, "Sweden? What are you doing in Sweden?" People are going to Canada and America and
Yes.
Britain. You are in Sweden.
Okay.
So nobody checked anything. They just said, "My friend, move. No money in Sweden." So, but Sweden is a quiet place.
Okay.
It's good for family upbringing.
Okay.
It's not a place you come in to make too much money, but it's a place you come in and have relaxed mind,
Yes.
where things work.
Yes.
That's what we're hoping will happen in Nigeria with a lot of resources. That
Yes.
things can work also.
Okay. Comparing Sweden to Nigeria, education-wise, what will you say about the two countries educationally? Is Nigeria at par with Sweden educationally?
Nigeria is better than Sweden in the primary school level,
Okay.
Or let's say in the nursery level.
Okay.
Nursery level, because every Nigerian wants the child to be very intelligent. We push our children at 4, at 5.
Yes.
But Sweden takes it easy.
Okay.
My son, I remember when I was like, "My friend, you need to have known this." And the teacher said, "No, that they take it step by step,
Okay.
but continuously and continuity."
Yes.
That is a problem we don't have in Nigeria. So we start, that's why Nigerians, when they go out, they make very good grades.
Yes.
They are well known everywhere academically.
Yes.
Because of the pressure. Here, there's no pressure. They
Okay.
study at ease. They relax.
Yes.
And then the students are paid money. So you
yeah.
don't need to go and work. And the money, the salary is being paid, so you are relaxed. And that's why Sweden has more people who can work on on programming, on computers, because they sit on the computers. And then they develop a lot of games and a lot of things that are making money. So, but Nigeria, there's no continuity, and the cost of education in Sweden is free. While in Nigeria, for them to go to the kind of school that is like average in Sweden, you have to pay through like $1 million. So that means good education becomes for the rich in Nigeria. But here, good education can be for anybody.
Yeah.
The poor and the rich.
Yeah.
So there's no competition.
Yeah.
So we from Africa, we try to move our children up to like, "Hey, have you done this? Hey, have you done that?" But Swiss, they don't really bother because they feel that everybody is promoted to the next class, everybody is going to the other one.
Yeah.
They will learn as they go on the way.
Yeah.
That is the continuity.
But considering the fact that Nigeria is well endowed when it comes to natural resources, we have oil, we have even gold, we have all sorts, compared to Sweden, which has none of those things, yet they fund their education properly. Don't you think we can replicate what is obtainable in Sweden back home in Nigeria?
Number one, find out how many people are paying tax in Nigeria. The big men don't pay tax. So instead of them, even from the money they're making, you see the government still waiving things for like Dangote and others. You are waiving for them where they should be getting more money. Okay, even the money that is being got we have mismanagement problem. So those resources are not managed well. Here, resources are managed. There's accountability. In Nigeria, there's no accountability.
Yes. How often do you go back home?
Yes, we go home every time. As I'm here now, we have a youth corps assigned to the Iwendi Library project.
Yes.
Where we had 22 computers. We train police in the only police station in Nigeria where police people are trained for free in computer system.
Okay.
Graduated 4 set of police graduates.
Wow.
From there. And then they are doing well all over the Nigeria.
Where is that?
In Ogwashuku.
Ogwashuku.
Yes.
Okay.
Where my late brother, is from, also who was a late CP has Iwendi.
Yes.
So we named it after him.
Yes.
And then the governor, all of them, the Nigerian people, they know about it. The DIG is even coming soon to also see the other graduates.
Yes.
And we're trying to have an international, national police training on 9CT.
Yes.
Based on that, we have the 1 million man crusade we host every 2 years with Dadomokbai.
Okay.
Bringing top people and giving free medical services, to all the people in the town and free eye clinic. Then we have the library project where I have 1 million e-books in Nigerian library in Ogwashuku.
Wow.
And then we gave them 23 computers again,
Okay.
where people can go in and browse. All of them have their own top generator working on that. Then we've had scholarship, like 13 people was taken to China, for scholarship, by Chinese government. We are having another one this year, and we'll keep having. That is a collaboration we're doing. So I'm practically both in Nigeria and here. It's not just being outside the country, but making an impact on people are feeling. We collaborate with other polytechnics and universities also, like the one we are waiting for now. It's another collaboration. We're trying to see if it will get to all part of Nigeria, the things that we do.
How do you get sponsorship for these collaborations?
Sponsorship, most of them comes from personal funding. Others come from, I have 60,000 people following me online on Facebook. We have over 600,000 following the mobile, which I designed. So people donate. Most of them, we don't know them. They donate to sponsor programs, and we give them report back, accountability. Give them report back what we are doing and what we have done. They see the pictures, because it's only an idiot that follows the man without evidence.
Yes.
We give evidence of what we are doing, and those things move us and speak well of us.
Back home in Nigeria, there's a whole lot of underdevelopment. Do you see your projects spreading to other parts of the country?
Yeah, we are doing it. It has spread to Uyo.
Okay.
From Uyo, because we pick some students also there.
Okay.
Now from the whole data, we are trying. In fact, the whole most of the program is being broadcasted online, reaching over 1.5 million viewers. So we are trying to let people know what we have in Nigeria and what we have also in Nigeria. Not just the oil. We have the coal, we have every other natural resources, solid minerals.
Really?
And these are not tapped.
Really?
In Nigeria, we are just living on just the oil because of the concentration of the government on oil. Agriculture, we have good soil, the best soil in the world that could make things happen. And this were what Nigeria were benefiting before the discovery of the oil. So we need to go back to make things happen and bring in people who have the knowledge, because people who are there, once you have someone who is there who does not understand what is going on, imagine making minister of oil to be a barrister. There's nothing he's going to offer. You must bring people who are experts. Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians are outside who are very good, who can contribute. But no, they're looking for people who will be the kind of students of corruption. Most of us cannot, because we will have integrity. Not only integrity, because when you come back, you'll be charged by your government for aiding corruption. So what we do in Nigeria, we are very careful, so that it doesn't backfire when we come back, to our bases. So that's why people fear to come in and be part of what government is doing, because fear that when they go back to their place, they can be jailed for aiding corruption.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people who, like you said, who are abroad, who are doing well, professors, doctors, experts in all sorts of fields, who would love to come back home to Nigeria to see to the development of the country. But do you think the country can pay them?
It's not about payment. Some of them can take care of themselves.
Okay.
The issue is about accepting the ideas. I've given many ideas to top people in government. Some of them don't take it. The others, they will take it and remove your name. So, and when the idea is like I brought up the security of oil companies. I brought it to them in PTDF, and they were laughing. They say, that if I had come before, that was when I was doing my PhD 2001. My name was shortlisted in Delta, And then they were like, oh, if you have come earlier, this project is very good because I showed them how we can protect our oil facilities. I'm an expert in security. And then they were like, oh, this is very good, but they have already taken the people they will take. And then the project they rejected, I came back to Sweden. Sweden sponsored the whole project.
Wow.
You see, without me even saying anything, they paid for the whole thing. So it annoys you when you have good ideas. It's either stolen or not taken seriously. That is the problem. We have leaders who lack ideas, who lack information, who lack knowledge. Nobody is interested to learn. And a man that is not interested to learn cannot go places. The destiny will surely die.
What do you think is the way forward?
The way forward is for our youth to be less conscious about monetary gain. Most of us studied very hard. We did not say we want to be a millionaire overnight. You have to learn. You have to learn. Our generation that we are bringing up are people who wants to make it quick. So you see, the mentality has to change. The mentality of the youth. Remember, Nigeria has the highest youth
Population
who are there, who can take over and push all these old men away. But the mentality has got to change. There needs to be a reorientation from the family. Reorientation, or that we can start from scratch and start scratching until you make it. Not just falling into millions. A man that has never seen 1 million, when you give him 1 million, he goes crazy. That is the rate our youth are doing. Going crazy on things that does not matter. You see, you can see some people who are intelligent. First prize may be 1,000. But people who are not intelligent, who are in any of these social things, moving up, you see them making millions. So it tells you that why are we doing education when I can naked myself and I have 1 million coming in. So mentality of the state has to change for development to actually take place. The wealth is there, the resources are there, the manpower is the problem.
Okay, the manpower. That calls for pondering. Nigeria is also one of the, I would say, the biggest African country, or the biggest concentration of blacks in the whole world. But yet we are finding it difficult to get our rhythm. And like you said, the youth have to come in to take over things, take over the affairs. But how easy do you think that is? Judging by the recent elections, where we saw a lot of young people coming in to partake, but they were not even given a chance.
It's not that they were not given a chance. The system is made in such a way that everybody needed, some people, I saw in the picture, some people were being given rice. But the government is working in such a way that people must be dependent on the small tips that come from politicians. Until that is settled, until there is a law banning, reducing the rate. You can't say some people should be campaigning. Okay, for you to register to contest, you pay 1 million. Where would they get the 1 million from? Well, 20 million for to be part of an election. So that is where the problem is. So the issue of godfatherism will never be removed when people are spending so much in election. What happened recently? What happened in Ukraine? Where a man who does not have any political interest,
a comedian, I think.
A comedian can happen in Nigeria if we take things seriously. Remember, the youth puts him in power.
Yes.
The youth can also put people in power in Nigeria.
Yes. Now again, if you look at the current trend where our politicians travel abroad, they see lifestyle abroad, they see the infrastructure abroad, they see how well other governments have managed their little resources and maintained stable economies or flourishing economies. But yet, these same politicians go back home and don't apply what they see abroad. What do you think is the reason for this? Because seeing is believing. They have come abroad, they have seen the quality of life abroad. But when they go back home, they still their own people dry. Why do you think these people don't want to improve the lives of the common Nigerian?
It's not about what they see. You can see, but if you don't have vision, it's not just that you see. Ability to get vision or dream makes things happen. The current president, when he entered, he wanted something to happen. He wanted corruption, but we cannot be based. Even in the word corruption is an English word. That means it's everywhere. It's everywhere abroad, but you don't hear it. So the focus shouldn't be on corruption alone. You know, when you put things in place, here they put things in place. For a man not to get drunk in the night, police will tell you by 2 a.m. all the clubs close. So you can't see what are you there doing 4 a.m. outside, drunk or trying to steal. You know, they put things in place so that they themselves don't fall into it. So Nigerians, we need our parliamentary, what do you call them, the House of Assembly and Senate, to put things in laws in place. People live by the law. A country not guided by law we end up in problem. So they live by law. They live by law. Now they've made a law even in Sweden where you don't have more than 10. You can't withdraw more than 10,000 crown. 10,000 crown is like 400,000 naira. But in Nigeria, somebody can go and bring from 5 million in suitcase. They put law so that corruption will be reduced. So we need to put law. But our politicians will not want to do that because they want to share money anytime they move around. So they need the 10 million to give to the poor people. So when we put laws, you know, in finance, we put law in you know, like China put law in things and regulate cost of living. They put laws. How much comes in, how much goes out. Once we have these laws and jail time for the laws, politicians themselves knows that once we put those laws, things will start reducing. So we need to work on the laws, you know, and the laws change mentalities. Like I said, a white man drinks full cup of wine, will get crazy. So they know it. So they reduce. Who buys the drink? 18 years and above. Who does this? Medicine is reduced, you know. You can't make drugs anyhow, anywhere, you know. So things are reduced based on this assertion.
Do you see yourself joining politics anytime soon?
My people, they have called me many times. I know up to the governor and others in Delta.
Okay.
I'm not interested. We're just there to assist.
Okay. Don't you think Nigeria needs people like you?
We need to make people, you know, first is to let them know that without politicians you can make things happen. That means without politicians things are already working.
Yeah.
And what I do, I welcome people from different political background, so not limited, because what we need is development. And I believe that the private sector has more power to make things happen than the public sector or politicians. So if the private, like the investment now, my friends are trying to make in Onitsha bridge, what do you call it, Onitsha Seaport, and all that. Those are private investment. The people can team up together. If top people, Innocent and others, and people who are rich can team up together, this is what we don't have in the East. We don't have people who can team up together to make things happen. If we have them come together and remove their pride, come together, start business together, it will make more name and it will be more heavier than what they are doing individually. But you know, we have this culture, an Igbo man, you know, believes he's a king and you must honor him and worship him. So until people start coming together, there will not be that prosperity that we are hoping to get across to our people.
Yeah, we hope that sometime soon all of them will reason like you and begin to come together and invest together and bring more development to their region. Yes, let's go a little bit personal. You've been abroad for a long while now. How many years?
Since 2002, that is 17 years.
17 years. How do you feel living abroad? Don't you feel homesick?
I always go home. That's why you plan home. And thanks for technology now, we can go in and out. You know, and use Skype, use WeChat, use WhatsApp to communicate. So you actually feel home.
You know, but you work abroad. Tell us what the work situation is like abroad.
It's, because of what happens at home and because of what has happened before, blacks are naturally not looked well upon. And Nigerians have a name. Oh, Nigerians want to swing you. So people want to see whether you still have the tendency to do what they said about Nigerians. So it becomes, we are like times two. Even when I was studying.
Even when you're a professor?
Yeah, you do times two of everything to get a good position, to get, you know. But it's okay, it makes us to work harder. You know, we work harder. You know, our colleagues who are white, when they do little things, they make little things. We do it times two to get that place where they are. So,
but don't you think that's because they are in their own country, they are using their upper hand?
Yeah, that's what should have happened in Nigeria. But when they also come to Nigeria, they are regarded more than us.
Yeah, as expat rights.
When we have more things than them.
Yeah.
So it's a mentality problem.
Yeah.
Apparently, it happens in China. They also believe that the white man is better than them.
Yeah.
They don't see themselves as white.
Yeah.
So once you are like just in English, they say, "Are you from America? Are you from this?"
Yeah.
But when they see you speak, they're like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
you can deliver actually, and you teach better. You have more experience, and they want to now come in and cheat you and pay you less."
Yeah.
See, but you just laugh at them because you know it's a reward.
Yeah.
So these are the things that happen and grow. But we keep moving.
Yeah.
And we keep living.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful interview, and we hope that people like you find your way back home and put your wealth of experience to use back home someday. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.